So here we have the Second Doctor and TARDIS collector set from the War Games. I'll start by reviewing the TARDIS and then I'll move on to the Second Doctor. If you're wondering about the packaging, it's the standard B&M collector set packaging. If you want more details on it, there's tons of other reviews out there on the set, so yeah, they have a look at the packaging. But we don't have time for that, so let's just move on to the figures. So the TARDIS is in the, has got the flat roof sort of, box that we've been used to for a while now, which started on the 4th Doctor's TARDIS from back in 2009, I think? I can't remember, it's really rare now, it goes for like 400 quid, and if you doubt me on that, look it up. But yeah, for me, this is the weakest TARDIS of the classic TARDIS range, and I'll tell you why. The main sort of downside of it is the colour scheme. In most lighting conditions, it looks, the TARDIS colour isn't blue, it's more of a really, really, really dark grey, which isn't the colour of the TARDIS, and it's almost sort of like black and white. Yeah, I mean, the paint job on it is okay. It's a shame that there's no interior card, but we're used to that with the classic TARDISes now. If only character options could add it, it wouldn't cost too much. You just need to print outside and stick it in, and yeah, it doesn't it'll take a minute. But yeah, that's a downside with all of the TARDISes, that it has no interior card, but yeah, the main good thing about it is the lamp. It's a sculpt that we haven't seen before, and it's made to look very sort of dirty and low budget, but I'm glad that they've done that, because it actually gives the effect that this TARDIS box was made in the late 60s and would have been very low budget. But yeah, the other weird thing is that the top police public call box sign is the only one that's white. The other one has a black backdrop with white writing, and then on the front one it's the other way around, which is a bit weird, but you know, what can you do? I'll give this TARDIS box a 6 out of 10. I'll give it a 7. It's just the colour scheme that's the downside to it, which is a bit of a shame, but you know, we've still got a Second Doctor TARDIS. So here we have the Second Doctor figure, which is looking quite good. It's your standard Second Doctor figure, but it's basically a repaint to make it look more like Patrick Troughton's costume from this story, which is the War Games. So yeah, they've given the shoes a bit of a dirty wash, which is quite good, because in this story, the Second Doctor, he goes into lots of war zones, so you know, you think his costume would be a bit dirty by this point. Same with the trousers, and they've added a little bit of a rip there, but I think it's more of an idea that didn't really work, because if you have a look at the packaging, the rip is quite noticeable, but It looks like in the final version they've just sort of scrapped the idea and sort of, well, maybe not scrapped the idea, maybe just sort of changed it up a little bit, but made it worse. It was a nice little idea though, and it sort of works to an extent. Like the trousers and shoes, the coat has been dirtied up. They've painted the handkerchief and yeah. The only bad thing I'd say about the detailing on the coat is that when they dirty these things up, it makes it look the material look really sort of leathery, when I'm 90% sure the second Doctor's jacket wasn't leather. But nonetheless, it's still quite a good detailing. Quite good detailing. My English is so bad. They've given a whitewash to the shirt and they've done a blue bow tie with polka dots on it, which is quite good. I kind of feel like the shirt is blue in this story, because I'm pretty sure when the third Doctor comes out of the TARDIS and spearheads from space, he's wearing a blue shirt and not a white one, which is a bit weird. I might be wrong, but I feel like that would be right. But you never know, the second Doctor might have changed his clothes halfway through the story. You know, it's a 10-parter. What can you do? And then the face is your bog standard Patrick Troughton sculpt, which I think they need to do a smile version. But you know, that'll cost a bit of money. It annoys me to say this, but I really don't like the paint job on the face. The hair's is too dark. The eyebrows are too sort of, I don't know, I'm not gonna say noticeable, but they're a bit too sort of bold. They're a bit too Capaldi-ish, I suppose. And the lips, they're not even pink, they're just this sort of brown colour, which is really off-putting. It's still obviously Patrick Troughton, but the paint job on it is just bad. I don't know about you, but yeah, I'm just not a fan of it. It looks like someone just got the second Doctor's face, put it on PowerPoint, and just clicked bold, and this is what you get. But you know, it's okay, I suppose. I'd say this is one of the weakest second Doctor figures, mainly because of the face. There's no other proper problems with it. On the back you can see that it's the same. But yeah, I'm just not a fan of it. I'll give this figure a 7 out of 10. Much like the TARDIS, it's good, but the paint job and the colours are bad. Well, that's my opinion anyway. But yeah, I'm just not really a fan of this. So yeah, as a conclusion, I'd give this set as a whole a 6 out of 10. I know that's harsh, but yeah, it's good, but a lot of the colour is off-putting and just completely wrong. And yeah, that's not very good. I remember there was like a black and white second Doctor figure, and I reckon he'd go better with this TARDIS than this figure would. So you never know. But yeah, that's just my opinion on the set. It was kind of a missed opportunity. I hope we're getting a 5th Doctor and TARDIS from Castrovalva set in later this year. has for the new range, which, it's okay. I really want an 8th Doctor's TARDIS, because the 8th Doctor's my second favourite Doctor after Peter Capaldi. But, yeah, there you go. Like, favourite, subscribe, share, it really helps out the channel a lot. And yeah, I don't know what my next upload is going to be. It's probably going to be another review of one of these sets. But yeah, I'll see you in my next video.